everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonamvaghanimua. Hope you guys are doing well. So today I am going to be recreating a look I did on Jennifer Winget for the 2017 ITA Awards, where she won the Best Actress Award. Actually, I was supposed to film the look that I created for Maya Beige, but I forgot and I painted my nails this color. So I think I'm going to go ahead with the ITA Awards look. Then next week I'm going to film the Maya look as well. So stay tuned for that as well. So yeah, this video is going to be half voiceover while I'm doing the makeup, so that it's easy for me to explain things and I don't waste too much time. Without wasting any more time, let's get to it.
So I started with skin hydration with MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus and sprayed it all over the face and let it sit for a while. Okay, just make sure that you don't put it into your eyes just the way I did over here. Let it sit for a while or dab it into your skin into places where you think you've missed out. Then I used the MAC Studio Moisture Cream to prep her skin. I used a lot of it on her face and neck and massaged it into her skin. To prime, I always use the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer for her. This works really well with her skin and this is what I'm doing here. Then I use some Kiehl's Lip Balm to hydrate and moisturize the lips. Then I always use the MAC Pro Conceal Corrector palette in the shade Medium Deep for her to even out her skin tone. I honestly need a very tiny amount of this as she has great skin. Now for the foundation, I use the Makeup Forever HD sticks for her. I generally mix two shades, Y365 and Y405 for her to get her correct shade, but here for myself I'm using the Y405. I love these foundations as they give you a very nice and dewy finish and they are full coverage. So before I powdered the face, I used the Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge in the shade Rose 10. I used my fingers to apply it and concentrated the color on the apples of my cheeks. To set all these cream products, I used the HD powder by Makeup Forever. You have to be very careful with this as it flashes back if not applied in a thin layer. So take your time and apply it in thin layers wherever required. To set the brows, I'm using the Clear Brow Set by MAC. I'm using this right now so that it can set and dry while we finish our eye makeup. For Jennifer, I used the Dip Down Gel Liner by MAC. It's a brown color gel liner, but I did not have it with me at the moment, so I used the Bobbi Brown Chocolate Shimmer Ink Gel Liner as the base for the eyeshadows. I applied it on my lid, staying under the crease, and then blended it with a blending brush, and I went ahead with the same thing on the lower lash line as well. Now I'm taking some loose powder and placing it under the eyes to catch the fallout. Because it's a yellow colored powder, it will help brighten the under eye as well. I use the Halo Yellow Color Correcting Powder by Smashbox. To create this look, I use the Tartelette In Bloom palette for the eye makeup. I use the shades Smart Pants and Sweetheart as the transition color, and I mixed these two and placed it into the crease. If you've been following my work, you probably know how much I love playing with neutrals and browns, and that's what I'm doing here. Next, I'm taking the shade Rebel and I'm depositing the color close to the lash line, and I'm sweeping the brush upwards and blending out the edges. The idea is to create a gradient. Then I took the same color and placed it on the lower lash line to create that shadow effect. Then I'm taking the darker shades Leader and Activist and going into the corners and the crease and reiterating the shape to create more depth. I did the same thing for the lower lash line as well. Then I took the shade Firecracker and placed it on the center of the eyes to create a slight halo effect. Highlighter shade Funny Girl goes under the brow bone. Now to bind everything together, I used brown border on the upper and lower lash line and graph black on the upper and lower waterline. These are small basic techniques, but they really bring the whole look together. Then I curled the lashes and applied the Lancome Hypnose Doll Eyes Mascara on both the upper and lower lashes. So for this look, I wanted the brows strong yet not very striking, if that makes sense. So I first went ahead with a brow pencil spiked by MAC, framed the brows and then filled it up with a grayish brown eyeshadow, Mystery, which is again by MAC. Now that I created strong brows, I dulled it down with Beguile, which is like a brownish blonde brow set color. Now, of course, to bring a little extra drama to the eyes for the red carpet, we used false lashes. I used Euro Paris number 61 for her for this look. For the cream contour, I used LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze and contoured the usual parts of the face, the cheeks, the jawline, nose and the forehead. And for the highlighting and concealing purpose, I used the shade Creamy Beige from LA Girl again. I used it under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, the usual. Then to set the concealer, I used the pressed powder by MAC in the shade NC30. And to reiterate the contour, I used a darker pressed powder, NC55 by MAC again. For the blush, I mixed two shades, NARS Deep Throat and Bourgeois Rose Dior number 34 and applied it concentrating on the apples of the cheeks in circular motions. Then I used Dior Nude Air Luminizer in the shade 01 and applied it on the high points of the face. Alright people, so we're in the home stretch. Yay! For the lips, I used two lip pencils for her, Beat and Plum. I outlined with Plum and filled up the lips with Beat. And then I used the liquid lipstick Carnivorous. All the products are by MAC. last but not the least, I set everything with MAC's Fix Plus, and finally we're done.
This is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I know there were a lot of makeup steps. I know there was a lot of makeup that I applied. There were a lot of steps basically to achieve this look. But then I tried to stick to all the makeup products that I used on Jennifer, and this is what we created. And she wore an off-shoulder gown which was like a blue and mustard yellow color, and she looked stunning. So that's about it. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please share it with your friends and family. You can follow me on my social media accounts. I'll post the links down below in the description box. You can the makeup products that I used in this video will be listed on my website, so you can go check it out. And I will see you guys very soon with another tutorial. Take care. Bye bye.